But we begin here tonight with a search for justice, decades in the making. Welcome to Tampa Bay 28 News at 6. I'm Wendy Ryan.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Paula Groen. A Sarasota woman is now testifying in an international trial that is making headlines in the United Kingdom, but most Americans have never heard anything about it. The case involves abuse allegations at a former residential school. Thousands of young girls attended there from 1961 to 1993.
Over all these years, we haven't forgotten.
We've fought and fought and fought and fought to get justice.
It is genuinely just a place of absolute sick torture, evil, everything.
I-Team investigative reporter Adam Walser tonight digging deeper into what was supposed to be a retreat for disadvantaged girls, but then turned into the site of alleged mental, physical, and sexual abuse.
But first, a warning. What you're about to hear may not be suitable for young or sensitive viewers.
It all started with an email I received from a woman named Allie Flanagan, who now lives in Sarasota. She wrote, "I'm the only survivor in the U.S. testifying in the historic Scottish Fornethy residential school trial. I had no idea what Fornethy Residential School was, so I searched online, and up came dozens of stories from media outlets all over the world, some referring to it as a house of horrors. It was the same former girls' school that Allie attended more than 50 years ago."
Over all these years, we haven't forgotten.
We met Allie Flanagan when she was in Tampa preparing to testify against her former teacher through a video link from the federal courthouse. The 76-year-old defendant is standing trial in the Scottish Crown Court, 4,000 miles away.
We reported last week that Police Scotland had charged a woman in connection with the phonetic issue.
Allie is among 50 witnesses who will testify in the weeks-long trial, and the only one who currently lives in the United States.
It was for girls that were either handicapped or from a poverty family.
Allie attended in 1974 when she was 6.
It was for 6 weeks, and it was during school time.
I began doing research and found a video of Fornethy posted by Natasha McCallum, an urban explorer who visited the now abandoned site last year.
Just such a sad feeling. The vibe of the whole place was just very, very unsettling.
The pictures and video Natasha posted offered the first glimpse of the old school to the public since Fornethy closed in 1993. Using Natasha's video and photos, we're going to show you what Fornethy looks like now.
It was just so eerily in the middle of nowhere. It was just such a strange vibe to it.
The mansion was owned by two wealthy sisters who never married and left their house to the government for use as a residential school for girls between the ages of 6 and 12.
Found old paperwork.
This document Natasha found describes Fornethy as an educational center providing environmental studies on 39 wooded acres 6 miles from the nearest small town. Fornethy is 80 miles from Glasgow, the closest large city. Natasha and her colleagues parked outside a locked gate and hiked a mile down a private road. Allie says she remembers the driveway from arriving in a bus half a century earlier.
It was almost like a tunnel, so I remember it got really dark, and that was very frightening.
Allie says things became more frightening when she arrived.
We were all crying as soon as we walked in. It was like military camp. It was horrible.
I also contacted Lynn Sheeran, a former student who started a Facebook survivors group and organized demonstrations at Scottish Parliament. The alleged victim's complaints led to an investigation and the arrest of one of the school's last known living employees.
It was like very, very regimental. As soon as that bus pulled in, we were told, get off the bus and stand in a single file.
And I contacted journalist Diane Rasmussen, editor of the UK column. Her reporting brought Fornethy's dark past to light.
We think as many as approximately 10,000 girls would have gone through this throughout the life of the school.
They had us take all our clothes off and stand in a cold corridor.
Then you were naked?
Mm-hmm. We had to go into the shower.
Allie and Lynn say they were scrubbed with a toilet brush until their skin was raw. They say the woman facing trial abused them in other ways as well.
I remember her kicking the back of my knees so I would fall.
If you didn't eat, you get force-fed. If you were sick, you get force-fed your own vomit.
They say children who disobeyed were taken down to the basement, where Natasha shot video of enclosures.
Holy there's like cages and cells. What the excuse my language.
The women say there were daily forced marches through the woods.
It was like a 5-mile walk.
It was keep up, walk till you drop.
And at night, they say businessmen in tweed suits showed up at the school, and some of the girls were taken away.
They were just taken out their beds in the middle of the night to go to parties.
They would get carried out and put into the cigar room for the men.
Some of them have very vague memories of waking up in a room with men smelling alcohol, cigarette smoke, sitting in men's laps.
In recent years, more than 200 women have claimed they were abused. Scottish lawmakers are now looking into what happened.
I want to help ensure what happened to those wee girls at Fernethi is finally properly acknowledged.
Parliament is currently considering compensation for women who reported abuse, an uphill battle since the government shows big gaps in tracking attendance, with several years of records missing. And there are no records of individual students, which is blamed on the retention policies of the time. Allie moved to the United States as a teenager, but says what happened at Fernethi haunts her daily.
I've been seeing a therapist for a long time and a psychiatrist.
She hopes her testimony will be a step in righting decades of wrongs.
Why do you think it's important for people in the United States to know about this going on?
I wanted people to know about what happened because they're really trying to cover this up.
I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Randy Wright, Tampa Bay 28.
That trial is expected to last through mid-October. You can see a slideshow and video of what the Fernethi Residential School looks like now on our website.
And like we mentioned, Adam first started looking into this story because Allie reached out to him. So if you've got a story that you would like Adam or any member of our I-Team to investigate, we want to hear from you. Just pull out your phone, scan the QR code on your screen right now to share your story.